Okay, I'm going to do just like a quick makeup tutorial. I already have CC cream on my face, but that's it. So I'm going to do everything else. Simple glam, really easy. So I already did CC cream, but next up I'm going to do my brows. And so I'm just using this brow gel to comb my brows up towards like the arch, like this. This really works like if you have clean brows. So I love this brow gel. It just kind of gives it like some shape, some form, some color, brushes them up into place. And I just kind of flick it towards the arch like this. So I'm going to comb up to where it gets me right here. And ta-da, there is my brows. And it looks so much more complicated than it really is. It's just combing them into place. So you want to use your natural brow line to guide you in that. And if you want to even it up, you can add some concealer or whatever you feel like. Cool? So next, we're going to kind of paint under our eye. So we're going to do a triangle like this. And this is really going to conceal. I have some massive bags under my eyes, so this is just going to lightly conceal them. And we want it to go under my brow as well to clean up that brow. Just a tad bit. And we can brush it down the eye like this. And then all you're going to do is you can either take your foundation brush or a blending brush and just kind of blend it out. You want to pack the product, so don't like smear it, just like pack it on, so dab. Packing the product makes all of the difference in the world. And this just makes your eyes appear larger and brighter. If you get it in your brow, don't worry, we're going to fix it at the end, so no stress about that. Okay, and if you need to blend it out some more, you can just take this and dab it in. So if you don't have an eye primer, your concealer can serve as a primer, or you can use, I like our eyeshadow primer from Pharmacy. It's like a clay-based eyeshadow primer. You can use any kind. I did prime my face before putting on foundation, so there's that. It does make a huge difference in application to have a primer on, because it's kind of like before you paint, you prime your house, you know. Primer serves as a barrier between your skin and your makeup, and it makes sure your makeup doesn't settle into your pores. So there's that. If you want to also, the cool thing is you can conceal blemishes with the primer as well. So there's that. And next up, we're going to start working on eyes. Okay, and I think I'm going to use this 24K gold palette. Look how beautiful. Or you can honestly use any eyeshadow palette that you want. I'm going to use this one because there's less to choose from. And it does make it easier. But the first thing that you want to do is pick a transition color, okay? So your transition color is something that like it's not shimmery. It's something that's going to make your eyes pop. So like this matte color would be a good one, or if you were using, this Morphe palette, you could do like one of these matte colors that don't have glitter in them to do your transition color. And so that is the first step. Hold on, I'm looking for my brush. Sorry, I'm like really behind schedule today. I'm a hot mess, but that's okay. We're gonna have fun with it anyway, right? And what I'm looking for is like a roller brush or a really good brush that you can pack it in with. So that is what I'm currently looking for. And I had one right here, and then it, like, got lost, so I'm so sorry. Okay, so I like to use this one for Morph, or you can use, we also have another pharmacy one that's really, really good. Let me see if I can find it. This one's my other favorite one. I really like to use one of these brushes to do my transition color. So something that's fluffy, and that's a roller brush, and that's what you want to do your transition color with. And so I'm going to use this bronze color, this matte one in this palette, and I'm going to get into it with this roller brush, and I'm just going to go back and forth in my crease right here. So again, this is called your transition color, and this is the color you're choosing to make your eyes stand out and pop. So like a really good, if you're doing like a natural glam, this would be like an orange or a pink or a gold, something really neutral. And I know it looks really dark, but I promise you it's going to be blended out. And you can even add some to your outer corner like this, and don't worry, it's going to be blended out, okay? So then you're going to do the same thing on this eye. You're going to use that roller brush and that transition color to apply it to your crease. So transition color goes in your crease. Again, a really good shade for a transition color, your golds, anything neutral, pink, something that's going to stand out, because when you blend it out, you'll see how it does become much lighter in the end. So don't freak out if it looks really dark. I promise there's a reason to my madness. And so you're going to take a brush, a fluffy brush, and you're going to blend. And you're just going to go back and forth in a swiping C motion. And you want to blend it out first. Okay, because you want to make sure you don't have any harsh lines. Just like this, you're going to blend, blend, blend. Blend, blend, blend. If you have some fallout, don't worry. We're going to fix it up. That's actually why they tell you not to do foundation until the very end. For that reason, okay? So there's your transition color. The next thing you want to do is you want to find, I'm going to use this Morph palette because this Morph palette has a really pretty darker brown. So you want to choose like a darker shade. You can do shimmery or matte, whatever you prefer, whatever, you know, whoever's makeup you prefer, that you're doing prefers. And I'm going to choose this dark brown right now. And you can use like a brush like this. And you're going to tap into the brown, okay? And you're going to create a V out in the inner corner. And then you're going to dab inside like this. It's okay if you have fallout. I know that it looks really weird right now. So just trust me. I promise there is a method to all of this madness. So no worries. So you can either do a V or you can just shade the outer corner of your eye. Like so. Okay, so it looks terrible right now, right? But what you can do is you can use your foundation brush and kind of clean up some of that fallout underneath. Like that. And then you want to take a fluffier brush, like a blending brush, and now you're going to blend it out. So this is the part that is really important because it does look kind of like a hot mess. So you just want to blend, blend, blend. Okay, and you're going to go in a swiping C motion And you're going to blend it out. And that kind of took the whole thing off, so hold on. It's okay if it makes it like really less noticeable, because what you can do is come back in with that same brush that you had and add it back in, add the color back in. So you're going to do the darker color on your outer corner, okay? Like that. And then you can just keep using the fluffy brush to blend it out to where you don't have any harsh lines. And you want to keep it not a tight grip. You want your finger to be light as a feather, going in and out in a swiping C motion. Okay, so swiping C motion, really light. Like that. And again, clean up that fallout. And don't stress so much about the fallout, because I promise you, we will fix it. Okay? So now what you're going to do is you're going to add a highlighter color. And so what I like to do is I like to use this brush. Okay? And I'm going to take my setting spray. If I can find my setting spray, that is. Okay, so I'm going to take my setting spray and I'm going to spritz it. Okay? And you want to get it wet. And you want to come into a highlighter shade, so something bright. Okay, so you want to use like this. This one's really pretty. And you're just going to dab it into the corner of your eye like this. And so the reason why I do setting spray is, one, it'll keep your inner corner from moving throughout the day, so it'll keep it in place. But it also makes the eyeshadow appear more pigmented and more of like a highlighter color. So you want to add it to your inner corner. And then that roller brush that you still have some product left in, you can come back in and add that transition color back, because it's now been blended out, you know? So just add it back in slowly, like this. Back and forth, back and forth. And you still have that dark color. If you want to add some more to it, you can. Or you can use this fluffier brush. And we're going to go back in to that transition color we were using before. And we're just going to pack it in nice and pretty in this crease. Like that. And that is packing in our transition color. Okay, and if you want to make this darker, you can come back in with this brush and tap into that dark brown again and just add just a little bit into it. Nothing crazy. You just want to very lightly tap into the outer corner of your eye. Okay, but you want to make sure you don't have any harsh lines. So right now it looks kind of chunky, right? And so what you do is you take that fluffy brush again and you very lightly blend, because you don't want a harsh line to your eye. So you want to go back and forth with this again. Okay, and if you want to make that highlighter appear again, you can just add it back in like so. Okay, and last but not least, you want to get underneath your eyes, okay? So there's the eyeshadow technique that I do. And I'm coming back in with this concealer now because we need to clean up all of this fallout. So you do a V underneath your eyes, like that. Okay, and if you have a beauty blender, you can use a beauty blender, or you can use your finger even to pat it in underneath your eye. This is also going to serve as your base for baking underneath your eye later. So that concealer is super important. And then you're going to take this fluffy brush and you're going to tap into a translucent or transparent powder. It can be loose or pressed. And you're just going to dab underneath your eye. This is to bake underneath your eyes before doing everything on your face. Like that. And then you want to get a liquid liner pen. And I like to use brown because it's more natural. And line the top lash line. Okay, like that. And you want to have like a steady hand. And I don't like thick eyeliner when you're doing like a natural look. I try to just keep it very thin, very close to the lash line. And then I use this waterproof Extra Last eye pencil and go under my eye. Like that, and I line it. And if you want to add like a pop of color, you can take one of the eyeshadows and you can use, you know, any kind of brush really. Something that's compact is what I recommend. So like that, or this one even, or, you know, slanted brush. Just basically something that's very compact, okay? So you can take it and you can tap into your transition color. And like line under your eye to make it appear kind of more soft. And you can even get into like this gold right here. To add some shimmer. Ta-da! Now we're going to add some mascara. That's the best part. That's the game changer part. Honestly. And I love this mascara of ours. It's actually only $8.90 for customers. So it's like literally, it cost me $5 as a beauty influencer to get. So it's super affordable. But, you know, any mascara works too. But you can just, you know, layer it on. Even if you're doing lashes, you can put a coat of mascara on and then add the lashes on top. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so And you can layer it up, you know, if you want it to look more wow, or if you're going to put lashes on, just add some lashes to it. But mascara is a game changer. It completely changes your whole look to have mascara on. And if you want to add some to your bottom lashes, that is your eyeshadow. So if you want to blend some more, you can blend some more, or you can leave it dramatic, however you want. And so now we're gonna fix the brow like I promised, and we're gonna do a little bit of natural contour. So you can use that tinted brow gel again, or the brow mascara, I mean, and comb up again like this, just to kind of add it back in to where we had the concealer. If you feel like you need to like fill them in some, what you can do is take your eyebrow pencil. Hold on, I don't know if I have one. I always just use brow gel or brow mascara because I love the way it looks. But you can take like an eyebrow pencil and you can use the spoolie and just kind of comb them into where you want them. Like that. And then you can take the pencil and do it on your nose. And that's where your brow should start. So like, I just got my brows done. So that's why they are like where they're supposed to be. But you can kind of comb up to fill them in if you need to. Like that. And that's your brows. And then the fun parts. This is one of my favorite parts. So people always freak out about adding like bronzer and blush and contour, but I learned this really cool trick. And so I use our Peach Bite palette that has like a little bit of 3-in-1 in it, and I take this fluffy brush and I get into my bronzer, and I start at my ear and I go down like that. And I just do along that cheekbone. Okay, so you can use any kind of fluffy brush. If you don't have an angled fluffy brush, you can also use a big puffy brush like this. And you can go into it with that. And it also helps it blend really nicely. So that is how I do bronzer right there. And then I add some bronzer up here. And you're kind of going like in a C, a C motion. So you drew a C, and you're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you start at your ear. You can use this brush too, and go up or down. And you want to add that bronzer into a C on your face. So start at your ear, work down, and then on the top of your forehead. Okay. And blend, 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 blend. The secret to this is blending. Okay. So again, you make like a C on your face. And then if you want to do your jaw, you can do your jaw. Like that. And then what I would do is I would blend this out to make it more natural. If you want to blend that out, you can blend that out. Okay. And if you want to do your nose, okay, this is what I would do. Take like a fluffier brush or whatever and get into the bronzer. And I just do the outer portion of my nose like this. And you can use your finger to like blend it out, or a brush or a beauty blender or whatever. Blend that harsh line out. Then I'm going to tap into a highlight, and I want to put some right here, just in the middle of my nose. Like that. So highlight goes anywhere you have like a natural glisten. And then just blend, blend, blend the whole nose out. And last but not least, some blush. I like to have blush on my face as well. But I really like this peach blush because it's like natural. And I just go above where I put the bronzer. You can also do some, you know, in the apples of your cheeks, or the chubby part of your cheeks. Add some color. To it. And that is literally all it takes to add dimension and complexion to your face. And then you just add some lipstick and you're ready to rock and roll. So I like this liquid matte because it stays on all day. And that is my look. And then I would set it with some setting spray, but I don't know where it's at right now. And it's kind of late, so I'm not going to set it. But that is how I do my makeup. I hope that is super helpful for you, and I hope you have a great night.